So this is the exact exercise that I used, and you can start with it today with no prep or anything. So I call it narrate, elaborate, contemplate. And the principle is based on exactly what I said with the SIR ladder, meaning it's about speaking Spanish, understanding Spanish, and then repeating that. So I like to go through this framework when it comes to speaking, because sometimes you just don't know what to talk about when you're practicing speaking. And so this is what I like to go through. So the first step is to narrate. So a narration is just like, it can be a report of a recent event. It can be a story. It could be commentary, anything like that. Okay. So you can just say like what's happening in your life, any sort of narration. So you can say like, I'm making coffee, woke up late, stuff like that, right? If you didn't know how to say it, then you'd find out how to say it. So the way I'd go through this is like, I'd think of, okay, how do I say I woke up late, right? If I don't know how to say that in Spanish, then I'd go to a translator like the DeepL and then just translate that. Okay, simple as that. And when I translate, I try to focus on the logic of that sentence. For narrations, it's usually very simple because most narrations are very simple sentences. So for example, me desperté tarde, right? I woke up late. So after doing the narration, to add on to this, what I like to do is to elaborate, which is to give details. You just explain some details. So I woke up late because I slept badly, so I made the coffee fast before my call. And again, in the beginning, you won't know how to say this. And so that's why you move on to understanding, right? The whole idea here is that we're speaking until we don't know how to say something, and then we learn how to say it, and then we repeat. So then elaborate. Finally, I like to contemplate, which is to question it. Like you might ask, okay, do I sleep badly because of my phone? If I didn't use my phone, would I have woken up earlier? Reason why I like to go through this pattern of narrate, elaborate, contemplate emulates a conversation. If you think about how most conversations start, they usually start with some sort of narration, and then the other person might ask for more elaboration on that. And then it eventually leads to like contemplation, questioning it. Like, and if you think about like the highest level of conversation, they're usually more debate style, and those have the most amount of contemplation or arguing, you could say, which requires higher level vocabulary. You're trying to express more abstract thoughts, and speaking is self-expression, right? It's expressing your thoughts. And by the way, if you're just getting started, I highly recommend joining the Speedy Spanish Hub. It's a free community I created with a bunch of free resources and guides to help you start learning Spanish with these methods. And it'll be the first link in the description.